You guys, forget everything I said earlier. This is the... What's up, you guys? I am going to be doing a review on this Arabella hair. This is how the package came. Okay, now let's get into the tea. This package came with a small little bag. It looked like, it reminded me of those, like, you know, little Coach bags they used to have back in the 2000s. So the first thing I pulled out was this glitter hair clip. I thought it was super cute. And now I'm pulling out some lashes. They are ruby lashes. This was like a little silk scarf. I think it was supposed to be like an edge scarf or something. And this was a really pretty purple edge brush. Purple is my favorite color, so I loved that. And I love when we get edge brushes. Another clip and some more lashes. This is a different style of lash, so I thought that was a nice touch to have two different styles of lashes. Now let's get into the hair, honey. This is a 20-inch 4x4 transparent lace closure wig. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the tea on my initial thoughts on the wig as I take it out. The hairnet got stuck on my nails. Long nail problems. So as I took it out, I noticed that it was really soft. I liked that. I also noticed that it was more of a natural brown color. So if you're looking for more of a 1B, this unit is a natural brown, more like a 4, like a dark brown kind of color. Now let's get into the hairline. Oh, first, it has 3 combs on the inside and it also has that elastic band. So now let's get into the hairline, girl. So first, I noticed that the part was already pre-plucked, which I liked, but the hairline was not pre-plucked, you guys. It's like the hair is kind of like threaded in to go down, more like a Naomi Campbell type of part and not really like, you know, a part that goes back. So just be aware of that. But you do have your elastic band here that gives you, you know, like more, you know, stability for the wig. I thought that was nice. So I really like that they put the band in there, and I smelled it. There was no smell, you guys, so that's great. You know, sometimes when hair comes overseas, it can have a smell. It's nice, bouncy, and I really like that. Okay, guys, so here is the wig. I customized it off camera because I am new to wigs and customization, and I just didn't want to take up all that time. If you hear a hyena in the background, it's my sister being really annoying. Please ignore that. First of all, I just want to say my first impressions with this wig. You know, I'm always look out for y'all first and have the best interest for y'all because you guys are my audience, and I have to just keep it real. Now, after I customized it, and like I said, I am a beginner, so, you know, it might not be giving arrogance, hey, but it's gonna have to work for me. Okay, so here is how I customized the wig. Now, I do want to say the natural part that they had right here was perfect. So that's why I don't understand why this was perfectly, you know, plucked. But y'all saw it in the beginning. Rewind if you didn't see it. I did my best. I also bleached the knots. The wig did not come pre-plucked. So, you know, it's been a very long time since I got a wig that didn't even come pre-plucked. Like, it's been a very long time. However, I felt like the hair was soft. I'm not crazy. It is like a brown. It's picking up a little bit darker on camera. It is more of a natural brown. And there are a lot of short hairs. I think you can see that. There are a lot of short hairs. For the price, okay, maybe I'll let that go. It's very soft though, and it straightens very well. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna take some of my Eben tint spray, and this is in medium brown. This is the color that the people at the beauty supply gave me. The verdict's still out on if this is my tone. I'm not sure because I've sprayed it on a wig before and I felt like it was completely too dark. Okay, it's supposed to spray it 1 to 3 inches and brush any excess off. I am a beginner. This whole tutorial is to see if this is a beginner's wig and we can make this look like a frontal. So I'm just going to, it says hold the wig upside down. It's what the directions say. Hold the wig upside down. Shake this up. spray it 1 to 3 inches away for evenly sprayed. Okay, brush off any excess. Okay. Hopefully this is my color, y'all, because I really do like this wig as far as how I customized it. So, do I need to spray it a little bit more? Y'all think that's good? It's always hard for me to tell if it's tinted. And that's another thing. Maybe I had overly tinted it. Okay, it is tinted. I would say it's tinted. I would say it's tinted a little bit. You can kind of see it, that it tinted it a little bit. Maybe let's just do a little bit more because I am extra. But I don't know. Maybe that's why I didn't like it on another wig I did. Let me see. But I was like all up in here too. Okay, now it's tinted for show because you can see it from afar. So like they said, we're just going to take a brush. If I can do this, and I'm doing this literally on the fly with y'all, y'all can definitely do this. So just, you know, learn from what I'm about to do because I'm a super beginner. Like, I've been wearing wigs for a very long time, but I've never done a closure. But I'm sure if you could do a frontal, you could do a closure. But I'm still learning, like, how to get that super slay. And I'm just going to take these 2 combs on the side, and y'all, it does come with this, so that's great. I'm not gonna wear this wig cap under my wig. I do not wear wig caps under my wig because it makes my head sweat and it makes me take out my wig. Y'all let me know in the comments if that's just me. It makes my head itch, it makes it sweat, and I end up taking out my install within like a week or 2. So I learned like not gluing down my wig cap keeps me from doing that. I just wear this wig cap to keep my baby hairs back. So I'm actually gonna keep it like this. Put this wig on, and then I'm gonna slide the wig cap off and put these combs in. So I'm just pulling this wig cap back enough to put my combs in because girl, it is very nappy under here. These are some very old braids. So I'm just gonna pull this around my head, clip in this back clip. We're gonna see how this looks because I have not tried on this wig after I customized it. So y'all are gonna see my first impressions with it. You might see my real hair peeking through too much. So I'm just gonna go with that. I'm going to take each wig clip on the side and just gently put that in. I like it so far, y'all. I think it looks pretty good. Y'all let me know in the comments, what do you think? Just gonna grab this baby hair. I'm gonna pull this forward because my hairline starts right here. So I need this to come all the way down there. I'm just gonna cut it like that. Just so I can do it one by one. So let me just pin this back real quick. It's so much hair all over this, but I'm going to take my Bold Hold Extreme Cream from the hair diagram, and I'm going to apply my glue. It's got hair all over it, you guys. I've been using it so much, so please ignore that. And I'm just gonna do a couple of layers. I don't need anything super strong because I feel like when I start to do too many layers, it gets cakey. So I'm just gonna do 2 layers of this Bold Hold cream. I really want to try some new lace glues. You guys, let me know in the comments what lace glues you're using besides this, because this lace glue, I don't know, like it's itchy to me. Like, you guys, I have a sensitive scalp. My head gets itchy and then I start taking out my installs faster. So someone told me that there's a sensitive glue in some brand, and then someone else told me that if it itches, it's because I got it from the beauty supply and not the real hair diagram. So y'all let me know, because I've had multiple people say that it itches, and yeah, I do get mine from the beauty supply. So is that what it is? Is it because I'm getting a fake one from the beauty supply? Because I think someone did tell me that she said she never that she doesn't sell her stuff in beauty supplies. So I'm just gonna let that dry. I don't blow dry it or anything, you guys, because usually I'm doing something else while I'm doing my hair. Like, I'm usually doing my makeup. So I just let it air dry. And I noticed like when it's little white pieces like that, I just try to dry it out, because those pieces are what's going, those little white spots that still stay white, they're gonna take forever to dry. And then they're gonna, you know, not dry. Then it's gonna peek through your lace because everything else is ready to be applied and that part's not, and it just be a whole mess. So now I'm just going to, again, smoothen that out. I put a little bit more this time, and that's usually how I do it, you guys. Again, I'm a beginner, so it might be like some professional people cringing, but this is what works for me. This is what makes me keep my installing, because I will go to professionals and I will like want to rip out my wig because like my head will be itching. Like either the glue is itching or my actual scalp is itching. So I have learned by doing my own hair what works for me, and only doing 2 layers of this glue keeps this from itching, and not wearing a wig cap keeps my scalp from itching. So also I put some wild growth in my hair before I installed this. That helps me, and doing a deep conditioner of my hair with some Selsun Blue helps me from itching too. So y'all know in any video I give, it's always going to be some extra tailor tips. That's what I'm calling it. Some extra tips. Oops, that wasn't supposed to be on there, but it's okay. Just going to go and, you know, fill that out where I can. So it is still some white spots, but I'm not worried about it because everything else is ready and it will dry. So I'm just going to take the wig, and I'm going to really press in the lace. And I know I'm being careful with this razor because I know it can. Got me a little comb or whatever to help press that in. Because I didn't know how much of like this was supposed to be cut off. You know, this little piece right here. I'm like, is that supposed to stay on or get cut off? I really don't know. But this is how I'm gonna do it. So now I'm just gonna comb that through. And I did over bleach just a little bit, but I always do, and it's fine. Now I'm going to take, I'm going to let that sit, because I know if I cut it right now like I usually do, some of it's gonna come up. So I've learned to let it, as long as it's sitting where it needs to sit and it's not sitting too low, and I don't think I need to cut off any excess lace. I think I did a good job on placing it exactly where it needed to be. I don't think I placed it too low on my forehead. So I trust to lay this in, you know, I trust to lay this down with a scarf. If you don't trust where you put it, because it's been times where I pulled it down too far, go ahead and try to cut while it's still not fully dry. That way you can get up some of that lace, because if you glue it down too low and you need to cut some of that excess lace off, it'll come up easier like this. Or you could take some Nairobi foam and get that lace up and then cut it off and reapply. But this time I think I did a pretty decent job of laying it right where it needed to go. That was something new I had to learn though. So I'm gonna take this edge scarf that they got me, and I'm just gonna let that sit for probably like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so I let that dry for a little bit. Now I'm going to take this edge wrap off, and I'm going to cut the lace, and then I'm gonna attempt to style my baby hairs, because you guys, I'm still learning how to do my baby hairs. Like I said, this is beginners. Like if I can do this, you guys can do this, because I am learning. So I think that looks okay. I think it looks pretty good. It is a little bit off of my skin tone. The lace tint is definitely darker than my skin tone, so I'm gonna have to get another lace tint color. But as far as the wig, I think the wig looks good, so I'm not mad at that. Okay, now let's cut this lace. I'm going to use a razor to cut my lace because I think it gives you just a more jagged look, especially when this is a closure. It can look like you're wearing a closure, and what we're trying to do today is get this closure to look like a frontal. So okay, there we go. Just take that jagged razor, and I like to cut pretty close to the hairline. I don't like a lot of excess lace. Sometimes in the case of a frontal, I will leave some excess lace, only if I didn't pluck a lot, because like the hair is naturally going to, like the hairline is naturally going to recede. So I used to like to leave a lot of excess lace to let the hairline naturally recede, but now I don't because I pluck so much of the hairline at the front. So I think I'm supposed to just cut this little piece off. Like I said, this is my first closure, so that's that side. I think it looks good. We're still gonna lay that, and we're gonna lay our baby hairs too. And then same thing with the other side, y'all. Just like math, what you do to one side, you do to the other. So it's a little hard for me because, so let me start from here then, since it's gonna be like that. So I'm just doing a little jagged. It's cutting it jagged for me. That's why I recommend you guys use a razor, so it's less work. Boom. That's about as much lace as I leave on, you guys. I'm gonna cut this sides. And it's still sticky, so I know it's not fully dried. So this is what she's giving without baby hairs. Now, personally, I'm very tempted. Y'all, and I just noticed I did glue it down crooked. Look, this is the part, and that's my eyebrow. Look, what I'm gonna do, I did glue this down crooked. So how can I fix that? I guess what I can do is, y'all, what I'm gonna do, so okay, this is how we're gonna fix this, because I just noticed I glued this down crooked. Like I said, you can always get the lace up by putting some Nairobi foam on the lace, and it should come up, but sometimes it'll leave this little sticky look, and I don't want to deal with that. Or you can totally part the hair and create a new part. I don't want to do that, I'm not even gonna lie, but let me see how I can fix this. Let's see if we can get some more hair going over here, because this is a pretty wide part naturally. Like I said, I didn't pluck the part, because look, the part's all the way over here, you guys, and my nose is right here. I just feel like that's pretty noticeable that this part is crooked. So let me try to see what'll happen if I switch this part over. And I do want you guys to take note of the short hairs there are. So that is like one thing I did not like about this unit, was the short hairs throughout the unit. Other than that, and the hairline needed to be plucked, the unit was fine. So I might need to just take an edge stick and just lay that back over. Let's see. To me, that's more of a middle part. Let me just straighten this out. I'm trying to make sure it's I do like it though. I like the wig. It is looking natural. But I'm trying to see how I can make this part, you know what I'm saying? Because the part looked so good naturally, but good thing is I can change this part. So you will be able to change the part on this wig. If you make a mistake like me and accidentally, I don't know how I made that mistake. I could swear the wig was, let me see, because I have to like do it like this since it's so many short hairs. I have to do it like this to see if it's straight. So this seems straight. Okay, there's a couple of hairs that's like not where they belong. So y'all, you live and you learn. You live and you learn, you guys. I'm still, you know, learning too. But the good thing about learning on camera is that you can find some tips and tricks on how to fix mistakes, just in case you run into these mistakes. You know, I can tell y'all how to fix them. So we're just gonna go through the part and try to fix any hairs that kind of like are leaning more to one side than another. I'm gonna get a pressing comb and really lay the hair to go more to one side. And I'm also get you an edge stick, and we're gonna get an edge stick as well. So I think that's how I want my part. I think only this part is like really kind of being stubborn. I don't know how the part got crooked when it's literally not crooked on my face. You know, like if the part was crooked, it should be more of a lace over here or more of a lace over here. I feel like the lace is in the middle of my head, so I don't know how the part got crooked. I'm not sure, but once I lay this edge stick, I'm gonna be able to see, because I can't see because of these short hairs. I can't see if my part is straight, and I like my part to be very straight. So I'm going to get an edge stick and come right back. Okay, so I came back. I'm just going to get some Got2b glue spray and really, I should have leaned my head back, but I wanted y'all to see it, because what can happen is that Got2b glue spray, it will dry up on your face and it'll dry up white. Because I've had times where it was some white stuff coming down my face, and I'm like, what is this hard white stuff? Or somebody be like, it's something white on your face, and it be the Got2b glue spray, y'all. So be careful with where you spray that on your actual hair, because that stuff dries straight, which is why I brought another hairspray to actually put in my hair. I don't put the Got2b glue spray in my actual hair because it flakes up white. They need to fix that. But we are going to try to actually get this part. Wait, can I see the part better if I do lay this down? I wonder. Yes, let's do that. Let's lay this down to really get this melt. Let's try to really get this melt, because we really want this to look like a frontal, baby. Because the hair looks good. Like, despite my little things I said, the little cons, I just looked in the mirror when I went upstairs, and the hair looks good. Like, it's overall giving good looks. I'm taking my She's Bomb hair wax stick, and I'm just going to lightly, I don't want to set it in yet, because I'm trying to see where I want these hairs to go. So I'm just gonna comb in how I think it should be. I'm not a fan of plucking my parts because I like to do different parts. And even though this is a closure and you could probably only do like a little bit of a side part or a middle part, I don't like to pluck my parts because sometimes I like to wear my hair back. So I'm not a fan of plucking my part. So I'm very lightly putting this down because this can flake up too. Just to see where my part is. I'm just putting it down to see if my part is straight, you guys. Just going in where I'm seeing hairs fly up. Just to see, because this wasn't the natural part. So I'm gonna get some Nairobi foam. Not getting this on the front of my lace, but just to really lay that in. Some people do the foam before they do the edge stick, and I normally would, but I have to get those short hairs out the way. I'm just going to really rub that in, and I'm gonna go back with my flat iron. Like I was saying, I don't like, me personally, you know, there's two different middle parts. There's that Naomi Campbell middle part where it's just like sleek and down, and when I first saw this, when I first put this wig on, it was giving me that. But I personally like my middle parts to go like a rainbow or like a book. When you open a book, I kind of like mine to go like that, like an M. So that's more so what I'm gonna go for. You do the middle part that you like. And I'm still trying to decide, because when it comes to something so sleek, like this is a very sleek install, you really don't need baby hairs. I feel like we really don't need baby hairs. But I also don't want to like not, it came with baby hairs. So I don't want to not use the baby hairs. So I'm going to attempt to do the baby hairs because you guys know I'm still learning baby hairs. So I don't want to shy away from it just because I don't know how to do it. Okay, y'all, so now it's time for the big reveal. I did have on the lashes that Arabella had sent me earlier, but I just put on some of my lashes. So let's do this big reveal. Let's see if we could have made this closure look like a frontal. See, I haven't done anything to it. I just put on some accessories. Honestly, you guys, forget everything I said earlier. This is the bomb. Oh my gosh, this looks so natural. Like, it looks more natural than some of the frontals I've done. Like, I love this so much. And you guys know it is a lace shortage due to everything that's going on. So I think this is the perfect substitute for a frontal. Baby, maybe I need to start getting closure, save me some money. It's very sleek, very model-esque, very effortless, and low maintenance because it is just a closure and you only have to worry about that. I highly recommend y'all getting a closure. I'm a believer now. Like, I never liked closures ever, but I had never had a closure like this. It does stop right here, which gives you like a deep part, which makes it look more natural. I love it so much, you guys. So this is the final look. I love it, you guys. This is Arabella Hair lace closure. All the details will be in the description bar below. Make sure to follow my Instagram so that you can see how I style this look and how this hair holds up. I will be giving a review a month from now on how this hair holds up and my final thoughts. Thank you so much for tuning into Terry Time TV. Now I need you to binge watch the last episodes and catch up on the new episodes. And I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.